Happy Saturday, Ghetto. Hope you guys are all well and hope you had a great week. Bringing you into your Saturday program, we're starting with an 8-minute warm-up with Kel today. You're going to be performing 4 movements, starting with push-ups to toe taps. You'll be doing, or toe touches, you'll be doing 6 of these. So start in a regular push-up position, perform a push-up with your chest and thighs on the ground, and then push up to extension, touch your toe, return back to the push-up. If you struggle with push-ups, you can do this version on your knees. So perform a push-up, put your feet back on the floor, perform your toe touch, and then return back to your knee push-up. You'll be performing 6 of those. After that, you're going to go into 10 prisoner good mornings. Simply place your hands behind your head, unlock your knees gently, and hinge at the hip. Don't force yourself into a position that you're not comfortable going into with this particular movement. Look to get a little further and further down as you get through the reps. So 10 prisoner good mornings into 5 up downs, which is nothing more than a burpee without a push-up. So hands as close to your feet as possible. Kick your legs back with tension through your quads and your glutes, making sure that your hips don't drop to the ground, and you'll do that for 10 repetitions. From there, you're going to go into 5 high pulls, followed by 5 strict press. This can be done with a dumbbell or a band. Starting off with your high pulls with a band, stand on one side of the band, keeping your elbow flared. You're going to bring your hand up the line of your torso like you're zipping up a jacket basically. So elbow flared for 5 repetitions on the left hand side. Continue to stand on the band. You'll flip your elbow over, press to extension for 5 strict press. Once that's done, you'll do 5 on the other side. We're going to give you the version of a dumbbell. So same movement pattern, just like you're zipping up a jacket. Keep your hand close to your body, keep your elbow flared. After your 5 strict press, 5 high pull on the right side, completed on the left hand side, you'll then return back to the start, which is your first movement of push-ups or toe taps. Keep on cycling through these movements, emphasis being on quality over speed, and try and get as many rounds as you can in this period of 8 minutes. We'll see you shortly for your body armor. Welcome back from your warm-up, guys. Moving on to our body armor piece for today. As always with the accessory work like this, we're looking to emphasize control and form over any specific weight. So choose your weight carefully and choose your weight based on what you're comfortable with. What you're going to do for me today is 3 giant sets or 3 rounds for quality. Look to complete each movement unbroken and then rest at the end of the 3rd movement. Movements you're going to be doing today will be a 30-second wall sit march, followed by 6 to 12 single arm floor press per side. Your final movement will be a 30-second side plank hold per side. Okay, first movement will be a 30-second wall march. In this position, you can choose to use weight or choose to do it unweighted. Either way, it's a challenging movement. Go down into your squat with the entire length of your spine touching the wall. Have your knees at 90 degrees. Kel's got a weight at his chest at the moment, and it goes into a 30-second march. So left into right, into left, into right. If you find that weight is too aggressive with this movement, feel free to perform your 30-second wall march with no weight whatsoever. The whole time looking to drive the full length of your spine into the wall. Second movement of your body armor piece will be a floor press, either with a dumbbell or kettlebell or any weighted object. And it'll be for 6 to 12 repetitions per side. So if you have a look at Kel, he's brought his heels close to his butt. He's raised his head off the ground to activate his midline, and so there's no space between his spine and the floor. From this position, elbow tucked close to his side, he's going to press to extension, return back till his elbow touches the floor, and continue pressing to extension for anywhere between 6 and 12 repetitions per side. Third and final movement of your body armor piece, guys, will be a side plank, and there's a couple of ways that you can do this. First up, your feet stacked on top of each other is going to be the most difficult option. From here, stack your your elbow directly under your shoulder, squeeze your hips up off the ground, engage your quads as tight as you can, flex your glutes as tight as you can, and draw your belly button in to help stabilize your midline. Alternatively, if this is a little too difficult for you, you can separate your feet apart, so stagger your feet essentially as Kel's done now, and then move into the same position. That will be a little easier. Look to avoid rotation of your hips, so try and keep your hips stacked over each other. Don't let your hips tilt forward or tilt backwards. So it's going to be 3 sets in total of the 3 movements we've just demonstrated. Please refer to obviously the movements that are attached to the video. Have fun, guys. We'll give you a little while. We'll be back shortly for your conditioning piece. Welcome back from your body armor piece, guys. Moving on to conditioning today. Format of the workout is super simple but very, very effective. So how it's going to work is there'll be 5 rounds that you're going to complete in total, and there will be 3 movements including a rest station. The 3 movements will be 1 minute of max shuttle runs, or shuttle sprints if you want to call it, into a minute of max burpees, into 1 minute of max skipping, whether it be a double under or single skips, followed by a full minute of rest. What I would recommend you do is set your timer for 45 seconds of work in each minute section, or each minute window, which will essentially give you 15 seconds of built-in rest to move from one movement to the next. So 3, 2, 1, go. Round one, number 1 will start. You'll start with 45 seconds of shuttle runs, essentially just running back and forth between a 5 or a 10 meter space. That'll form your shuttle runs straight into a 15 seconds rest before the next minute begins, which will be 45 seconds of burpees. Having a look at Cal, get your hands as close to your feet as possible, chest and thighs to ground, bring your feet back towards your hands and jump to extension. 45 seconds of burpees, then give yourself 15 seconds rest. You then go into your third and final movement of the sequence, which will be skipping, either double unders or singles. This again will be 45 seconds of skipping, followed by 15 seconds of rest, which then takes you into your 4th station, which will be a full minute of rest. That will complete your first round. You're going to continue the same sequence and follow that pattern for a total of 5 rounds. Have fun with this, guys. Make sure that you keep breathing. It is a threshold workout, so aim to stay fairly consistent across all 5 rounds and try and keep your rest at an absolute minimum. You've got a lot of built-in rest, so during the 45-second work periods, look to keep moving for the entire 45 seconds. Have fun with your Saturday program, guys. Have a cool weekend, and we will see you guys next week.